The worst part is I was in like the middle of an animation. 'Cause I know I pressed the button. That time I didn't. What? Oh my god. I got robbed there, man. Rob the balloon guy. Don't actually, that's just my name. I can't believe that happened. Sad, sad days. Ugh. Alright. Hopefully it doesn't put me too far back. Someone's over there choking to death. I always forget that's a two-part attack. Thank you for playing. Okay, she ran way downstairs, so I guess I'm chasing after her.
There might be a bit of blood when you go upstairs.
You again?
I'm here for a different reason.
After last time, they tortured me. I thought they were going to kill me, just like I told you. It hurt so badly, I begged for death.
I didn't mean for that to happen.
Just hurry, and tell me what you want.
You told Socrates something, and I want to know why.
Questioning why the Pythia speaks is a strange thing.
I know why you speak, and I know who controls your voice. Tell me why the cult had you tell Socrates he's the wisest.
The cult didn't tell me to say that. I did that on my own.
The cult wouldn't allow you to do that.
Which is why I was very careful. I seek Socrates as an ally, but simply asking him to help wouldn't have worked.
An ally? For what?
I know much of Socrates. Not only has he visited me often, but his students do as well.
Get to the point.
You know the gods don't speak through me. I feel Socrates is the one who can convince others of this. If he succeeds, the cult will have no more need for me.
So you're hoping he comes to the conclusion that the gods don't exist?
It matters not if Socrates believes they exist. He needs simply to doubt that the gods speak through me.
This is getting complicated.
Whatever you do, you can't tell Socrates.
I understand. He has to come to the answer on his own.
Exactly. Although, if you truly wish to help Socrates, a student of his came by not long before you. He seemed distraught.
Distraught?
He was clutching a book tightly to his chest and kept looking over his shoulder. He told me he was going into a tomb nearby until things were safe.
Thank you. I'll find him.
Interesting. All right.
Don't come back here again.
Find Socrates' student. The tomb is in Phoki. It is located in western half of Grand Mount Parnassus. It is the tomb of the first Pythia. Right there.
This is it.
Alright, let's head up there and see if we can find the student. See what he's concerned about or what bothers him. Uh-oh.
I've had enough of it. Find the boy and take the papyrus.
Sorry for sharing my fear of doom with
What was that?
you. Not.
I can hear the guy on the other side of the wall over there. That wasn't fair. I got fucking stuck on the wall. I couldn't even move.
Blood left in you.
That was 100%, you know what, my fault. Wow. Just not having a good time right now. Not at all. Worst part is I know I'm gonna have to run all the way back there. Yep.
Please, don't come back here again.
Like, I got stuck on the little pillar there. I couldn't even move off the pillar for a minute because I was like mid-swing with my weapon.
This is it.
So then I got hit by the guy there. And the rest of that was just my own fault. I got greedy with the my attacks on the heavy. Alright, so attempt 2.
I've had enough of it. Find the boy and take the papyrus.
Sorry for sharing my fear of doom with you.
What was that?
Nothing.
That's a really awkward attack to parry. Just because it's a running attack that doesn't actually start when you think it starts.
Shit! Out! You don't need to be scared now. I'm not with them.
That doesn't mean you won't kill me. You just want this for yourself.
I'm a friend of Socrates.
You are? Prove it.
Socrates is one of the most frustrating people I've ever known. He just talks and talks and talks. And it feels like he asks questions just so he can continue talking and talking and talking.
What you call frustrating, I call brilliant. But it's clear you know him well.
Why were those men after you?
For some reason, they wanted these writings of Socrates's. Well, I wrote them, but it's all his words.
That seems like a strange thing to want.
One of them had a big mouth. He mentioned something about the priest at the sanctuary of Athena Pronea. He said this was the final thing they needed to get rid of Socrates.
I'll take care of the priests.
Thank you. And, well, please, give this to Socrates. It hurts me to say this after all I've learned from him, but I have a family. I can't risk being caught up in whatever this is.
So you're going to stop being his student?
It feels I have no choice. Maybe one day that will change.
I'll be sure to give him the writings.
Thank you. Make sure he stays safe. The world will be a worse place without him in it.
That student gave me an idea. Xantippe said there was a symposium. Maybe I can convince the others who were there to help Socrates. I'm not sure why the priests want Socrates gone, but I need to take care of them.
Alright, multiple quests accepted, as I figured. So we have disposition opposition. So we have to kill the priest and steal the evidence. Do that first. All down there, right? And we'll come back and try to persuade the other members of the symposium. Bad news bears. Myself in a weird spot. There we go. I just remembered I still have to find all the Ostrakas. Still haven't done any of that stuff yet. Can't remember, is this cult owned or was it government controlled? Rather faction controlled, I guess. For these times, I think it was cult. Not entirely sure. It's a cultist there.
They'll keep a sharp watch here.
Wasn't quick enough. It's fine. Try to sneak up on me, huh? Not today. Where's all the evidence? Now to get the priests.
Once we have the papyrus, we simply had a few special notes of our own. Thought, along with the fake evidence and their own testimony, and Socrates counted.
Those priests must be the ones who hired the thugs and want to get rid of Socrates.
What's going on over there?
Got charged for murder with that, man.
Stop right there!
Now that all the priests are dead, they won't be able to testify against Socrates.
Time to go. Apparently they're sending a mercenary. Methodios the Teeth. Put him to the test. You're right, it is just business. Good night, sir. Liquoros, something or another. Alright. Persuasion check. We have to find and talk to the philosophers. The philosophers are in Phocaea, they are in at Delphine, Grand Mount Parnassus. They can be found northwest of the Sanctuary of Delphi. So up here somewhere northwest. So maybe up here. We'll see if my charisma skill passes the check.
I need to talk to them. Maybe I can convince them to stand up for Socrates.
Do not students take what they learn from their teachers? What then if the teacher is wrong? Does that not simply perpetuate these wrong teachings amongst future generations?
You assume the students aren't wise enough to understand the flaws of the teacher. Think of those who came before us. First Thales, then his student Anaximandros, and then Anaximenes. Without the teachings of those before him, it's safe to say Anaximenes would not have reached the conclusions he did.
I don't think that's true at all. Oh, perhaps this new phase can offer a different perspective.
A student gets to take all the knowledge of their teacher without needing to come up with answers themselves. If they're smart, they should surpass those they studied under.
An astute observation. The time saved by receiving the knowledge allows the student not only to expand on the ideas, but to come up with more of their own. But what if the student expands on ideas without first seeking the truth behind them?
If a student asks questions before first learning from their teacher, they've not only failed their teacher, but themselves.
Yes, and more would do well to challenge what they hear.
Your appearance betrays you, Mystius. Clearly, you've taken on a teacher of your own.
Something like that. He's the reason I'm here. Socrates needs your help.
Socrates? Ha! If it's another debate you want, it will be hard for us to decide who hates that man more. Why would we help him?
It doesn't matter if he's your worst enemy. If they're willing to imprison someone like Socrates only for his words, what's to say they won't do the same to you?
So, you want us to help out of fear of being imprisoned ourselves?
I don't care why you help. If I hadn't said his name, would you think it was right Socrates was locked up?
If it's as you say, and it was for his words, then no.
And aren't you afraid it could happen to you too?
Of course.
Starting
If
to
we
talk
can't
like
speak our
Socrates.
minds, what else are we to do?
If you believe that, then you should help.
Fine, fine. You've made your point, and you've made it well. Socrates deserves our help, but we don't give it lightly.
That makes it worth even more.
We'll be on our way then. We'll gather some others as well. Make sure our voices are heard. Believe it or not, we're pretty good at causing a scene.
If you're like Socrates, that's not hard to believe.
Wow, I've never seen someone convince them so easily before.
Is that so? I guess I should feel proud. I'm surprised to see a child here.
Is there an age at which it would suddenly be okay to debate with them? What then of the night before I turned that age? Should we be prevented from doing what we wish due to the world's view of us?
I regret doubting you at all.
Thank you. There are few things greater than gaining the understanding of another.
On that, we disagree.
Disagreements can lead to even more understanding.
You're the first kid I've met who'd rather debate than play.
Don't tell the others, but I'm envious that you're a student of Socrates. I hope one day to be as well.
You're on the right path. What's your name?
Aristocles. Although I've never liked that name much.
It does sound like countless others I've heard around Athens. Why not choose another?
I can do that? Huh. My brother always had a problem saying my name, so he called me Plato instead. Perhaps I'll use that.
I like it.
Thank you. Well, I better hurry after the others. Here.
I should return
Interesting.
to Socrates before the trial starts.
That was a lot of XP for that, too. You're such a Socrates. Oh my god. That's hilarious. That's not the right way. Bounty hunter tracking me. When aren't they? Feel like I'm always being tracked. Especially lately too. I've noticed like doing these quests. And that's the funny thing too is exploring around, I could easily keep my notoriety down. And if I raised my notoriety, it was 100% because, you know, I did something to raise it. Like, it's just as clear as that. But, like... One second here. But doing these quests, it's like there's no way not to raise my notoriety. No, there's a guy there. Fuck's sakes. Why does that not surprise me? Who is it? Another new guy. I need this guy right in front of me to just not go this way. He's gonna stand at the door, isn't he?
Someone must be making that noise.
It's almost morning too. That wasn't even where I was supposed to go. Oh, I'm so mad. I wasn't paying attention. I thought I had to go on that door. Okay, well, there's that.
Socrates, you're here.
I am.
What happened? The trial couldn't have taken place that quickly.
Had I been given the chance to defend myself, it would have been quick indeed. But unfortunately for me, I was let free before I could.
That's good news.
Apparently, those who had charges to bring against me were found dead. And evidence they claimed to have went missing.
It sounds like someone was looking out for you.
There were also some people protesting my arrest, I was told. I have to ask, did you have something to do with this?
Do you really need to ask?
No, but you still deserve the chance to answer.
Did you have time to find an answer for the Pythia's words?
I thought it would have taken much longer than it did, but the moment I stopped thinking about it, it came to me like a flash of Zeus's lightning.
So, do you agree with the Pythia, or not?
The gods cannot lie. Yet, I know that I know nothing. I had to understand what it meant for one who knows nothing to be called wise. I realized that though the Pythia said my name, she did not mean me.
Who did she mean then?
That is not an answer I'd yet like to voice. It's one that people may not want to hear, and I must think on how I wish to share my new beliefs with Athens.
Whatever it is, be careful. I don't want to find you been arrested again. We should get you home. I'm sure you'll be more comfortable there.
In some ways, that will be true. In others, well, Xanthippe will decide that. Being free feels good, but I don't believe Xanthippe will be happy with me.
She has good reason to be mad this time.
We argue often about how I need to be careful with what I say and what I said. This will only give her more cause to bring it out.
That doesn't sound very fun.
Oh, you misunderstand. I love it.
Of course he does.
People see Xanthippe and believe it is her beauty that drew me to her. But it is her argumentative spirit I lust for.
Nobody ever likes that about me.
Having my opinions and thoughts challenged helps me to refine them and to grow as a person.
And she likes these arguments?
I doubt it, but it is in those fiery moments that her spirit is strongest, like an untamed horse.
Don't call her a horse to her face.
I'm afraid your advice is a bit too late.
Oh my god.
Get somewhere safe, Socrates.
Don't you fucking dare. I was wondering why we were gonna walk all the way back to the house from here.
I wonder what that was about.
With the things I do, it's sometimes hard to know.
Let's hurry back before anything else happens.
I missed it, but I'm pretty sure I got charged for killing that first cultist. I'm almost positive I did, which is a load, but whatever. We might run up on time here, depending on if this guy catches me off or not. Going the other way? He is, okay. Normally I would go up there and fight him, but I don't think now is the best time to do so.
Finally, I'm ready to return to Athens. I've had enough of Phokis and this talk of the Pythia.
You will be happy to hear I have no need for her words any longer.
Ah, then something positive came out of this after all.
I just remembered. A student of yours has been taking notes of your teachings. He wanted you to have them. What did you do that for?
Nobody asked him to write down my words.
Even so, why not keep it? Share it with others.
Because of a story I was told as a boy.
All right, let's hear it.
The king of Egypt, Thamos, was visited by the god Thephtha. Thephtha offered the invention of writing to the king and told him it was an elixir of memory and wisdom. But Thamos disagreed. He believed the people would no longer use their memories, for they would simply read instead. These written words would not offer true wisdom, but only the appearance of such.
You don't want your words written down so others can't use them to pretend to be smart.
Much like creatures in a painting, the words sit there unmoving. If you ask them a question, they will preserve a solemn silence. And no matter how many times you ask, they will only ever say the same thing. They cannot defend their message.
That's the part you like. The defense of your words.
All who speak should defend their words if questioned about them. That is why I choose to speak and not write. That is why any words of mine that last beyond my final breath will be those that people choose to remember. Those words will be true wisdom and not an illusion.
I should get going. I'm glad you're free.
As am I, although, if you allow me, there is something.
I doubt I could stop you.
We like to believe that action means progress, but it's control that's so truly desired. The more we do, the more control it seems we have, but the less we allow for others. If we grip too tightly, we'll find we've crushed what it is we're holding on to.
Meaning...
Meaning we must sometimes let life unfold without trying to influence the outcome.
I'll keep that in mind. I almost forgot. In your letter, you said you had something to ask me. What was it?
You know, I've completely forgotten now. Take care, Alexios.
Stay out of trouble, Socrates.
Helm of Impiety. However, that was not the last quest. I am up for time, so we're not going to continue on, but apparently, somewhere, somehow, is it up here? No. The daughters, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, there should probably be more to this quest line because no achievement popped up, and usually that's a good indication that there's more. And then also, like I said, it just feels like it's incomplete, but I don't see any lingering quests right now, so I don't know. But nevertheless, like I said, I'm up for time, so I'm going to end it here. When we come back, we will continue on with working down this list. It's not here right now, but like I said, I'm sure it will pop up at some point or another or something. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and say comment down below, subscribe, share. So, I'll see you at the watch. I'll see you later. Bye.